Hello and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I did a video the other day and I got some interesting feedback in my comment section. And I'm actually going to be doing another video today. Not necessarily addressing the comments because the comments are pretty negative. But what I am going to be doing is going over some stuff with you. Now, a lot of the people in my comments in that video basically were Candace Owens supporters. Now, you can support whoever you want. It's a free country. You can do what you want. That's your choice. But when you come to my video and get in my comments, make sure your facts are straight, because I have some facts of my own. This will be the very last video that I do in regards to Candace Owens, because the last thing I want to do is give her any more attention, because she is desperate for attention. Now, I do want to say something. In no way, shape, or form am I going to make anything up in this video. These are all facts. These are things that Candace Owens has said. These are things that she has done. You guys, also don't forget the goal for my channel is still 1K subscribers. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I like to keep everything more on a positive note, so be respectful when you are in my comment section. All right, you guys, so let's get down to the video. So Candace Owens was born in 1989. I looked that up. So she's a couple years younger than I am. I'm 36, so she's 4 years younger than me. Her being a black woman in black skin, eventually to have black children, is what disturbs me the most. Candace Owens won't come out directly and say that she's a racist against her own people, but she is. She is a racist against her own people. And when you sell your soul at any expense, you're bound to do anything. I get that. She's chasing the bag. Some of the stuff that she says, she might not even believe it. But again, she's chasing a bag. So if you're willing to sacrifice your dignity and morals to chase a bag, then feel free to do that, honey. It's your life. But be prepared for the backlash, because everybody does not support you. And just for the record, not everybody needs your approval. So just because you say you don't support George Floyd, so what? Who are you? Who cares if you don't support George Floyd? But the thing that you're doing is bashing these people that has been victimized by police brutality. And I have been doing some research, and I did see that Candace Owens was initially against the whole Trump campaign. Ironic, right? And also, she says that she does not support Black Lives Matter. Now, I do have some information about that. It looks like here in 2007, she accused white boys of racially harassing and threatening to kill her. Interesting. So it says here that Owens claimed the boys were the son of then Stanford Mayor Daniel Malloy, Connecticut's former governor, because of the NAACP, who Candace does not support, ironically. Candace Owens received a settlement of $37,500. So as you can see, her not supporting Black Lives Matter or the NAACP is simply because they're not getting her a bag anymore. Like I said, she's chasing a bag. So it's just ironic that you support them when you've been wronged. But according to you, you've never had any discrimination. You don't remember anything growing up like that where you were discriminated against. Stop lying, honey. You're contradicting everything that you say. So I do have some other stuff that I want to go over with you guys. Now, Candace Owens also made some statements about Ahmaud Arbery. And in her statements, she basically doesn't think that it was race related. And it's funny because, you know, in one of the videos, they actually heard the murderers calling Ahmaud a effing N-word. So if that's not racist, then what exactly is it? It seems like you know, she just says things just to say it. Sounds very ignorant. And like I said before, you cannot escape your black skin. You're going to have black children unless you're not going to have any at all. You're going to have black children. You are a black woman. That's the funny part. That's the part I don't understand. Racism does exist. It does exist in the world, does exist in the police department. So it's just to make statements like that, and I know you see what's going on, but again, I get it. You're chasing the bag. So you'll do anything for money. Anywho, I got some other information that I would like to go over with you guys. Now, I did see how she dug up George Floyd's criminal record and how she went in on him and kind of went through his whole past. But what I found strange was, why would you want to do that? You know, what is motivating you to do that? Now, the guy Derek, who actually murdered George Floyd on camera, has some things of his own, some skeletons of his own that you could have went over. But you chose not to do that. You chose to victimize the victim. That in itself, white, black, or yellow, take the color out of it. That in itself is disgusting behavior. All of these supporters that's following Candace Owens, fine, do whatever you want. But you are a part of the problem. You are a part of the problem. You're supporting somebody that spreads hate, that spreads lies, that hates her black skin. That's what you're supporting. And it's even people that look like me that is supporting her. It does not make any sense, because if something happens to your child, you're going to be the first one wanting people to stand up for your child and get justice for your child. It does not make any sense to me. And these people can be really ruthless. I just don't understand it. So Derek had 17 complaints against him over nearly a 20 years of his service. One of those ended up in being a fatal shooting. The other complaints, I think he got disciplinary action for one of them, and the rest of the complaints just got swept under the rug. So he's been on a rampage for 20 years. Let's talk about that. Let's stop blaming the victims, and let's start talking about the criminals that are doing this. She's saying, oh, he's a devil and he deserves to be in jail and blah, blah, blah. Everybody can see right through whatever you just said. If you actually believe that, then you wouldn't go on these rants. And let me explain something to you. Black people, white people, Spanish people, people that are not racist in general. Candace made a statement, and I'm going to read it verbatim what she said. Give me 1 second so I can find it. I want to make sure I get this right. She made a statement and said, Black people, you instantly have to jump up like a fucking trained chimpanzee, excuse my language. Her words, like a trained chimpanzee every single time the media runs a story and act angry and riot and talk about how pained you were to see this happen to Black people. She's referring to the murders of Black people by police officers. Now, let me tell you something. Black people are not chimpanzees. You are a Black woman. So when you refer to Black people as chimpanzees, you are also referring to yourself as a chimpanzee. You are also referring to your parents as chimpanzees. Thank you very much. And that is a word, that is a racial slur that white people have used and that they're still using. You need to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are a Black woman in America. And when these people are done using you, because that's exactly what they're doing, they're using you to say what they cannot say because you have Black skin. When they are done using you and they dispose of you, Don't come back over here. No, ma'am. No. Because they are going to dispose of you. You are disposable. Whether you like it or not, you are stuck in that skin, honey. Whether you like it or not. I also want to go over some other stuff. So it looks like Candace Owens set up a GoFundMe. Now, there's nothing wrong with setting up a GoFundMe, right? Now, you claim that you don't support George Floyd. You don't support Ahmaud Arbery, and I'm sure you don't support any of the other victims. So if you don't support them so much, why are you making money bashing them, using their name to make money? People's actually funding you to go around from state to state to bash them. You made over $200,000 in a few hours and GoFundMe shut you down. So all of the Candace Owens supporters, stop it. Y'all in my comments talking about this woman is decent and she's speaking the truth and da-da-da-da-da. Let's speak about this. Let's see you try to defend that. Because that's hate. That's hate. In a world that we live in that's full of hate, she's spreading more hate. And you guys are funding her to do that. But you don't support him. But you support him enough to bash him so you can get a check, right? You're banned from GoFundMe forever. It's some of our people that's funding this. And again, I get it. You do anything for a check. I get it. I get that totally. So I do have some other information that I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, and by the way, in no way, shape, or form do I agree with Candace Owens. I believe that the people that were murdered by the police are the criminals. All Black people are not criminals. And she actually said, just to rewind a little bit, she actually said that there were break-ins in the area that Ahmaud was running and that he was a criminal because somebody caught him breaking in. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just to make stuff up completely, just to prove your theory of something, that's a complete lie. I don't understand that. Now, let me give you some statistics because I did have a lot of people in my comments saying that Black people, you know, basically are not being victimized more than white people and ridiculous. Okay. So 15% of Black people police killed, I think this was in 2015, were unarmed, compared with just 6% of white people who were unarmed when killed by police. The study also found that 24% of African Americans and another 32% of non-white racial groups were not attacking the police officers when they were killed. Okay? Compared to the 17% of white people, it says this was interpreted as preliminary evidence of an impact bias effect against African Americans and people of color. Now, there are more statistics proving what I'm saying, but the people that are in my comments already know this. And if you are in my comments and you're defending that, you are a racist. And you need to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror, because at the end of the day, we are all going to be judged the same, not based off the color of our skin. God is not going to line us up and say all white people over here, all Black people over here, all Spanish people over here, all Chinese people over here. It doesn't work that way. God does not see color. And nobody is better than anybody else. Period. And I'm going to say it again. If you do not support me, bye. Unsubscribe, unfollow. Even if you're on my Facebook, my YouTube, whether you're on my Instagram, bye. I don't need your support. Even in real life, bye. Because you're a part of the problem. I don't want my children being targeted. I don't want my children's children being targeted when I'm no longer here. This has to stop now. The hate is being spread like wildfire. But again, I get it. You're chasing a bag. I guess people will do anything for money. So, I I do have some other stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. I don't want to keep talking about Candace Owens or whatever, because we all know that she's a liar. Well, not all of us. And if you do know she's a liar, you're going to support her because she's pushing that negative narrative that all black people are criminals. And somehow she needs to bash all the black people that were murdered by the police. But won't put the police on trial. You want to put the person that passed away from an officer on trial for their own murder. Yeah, that makes complete sense. That absolutely does. And that absolutely proves that you're not a racist. It absolutely does. My God, this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't skip over anything. And I actually was going to do some more digging, but then I said, you know what? I'm going to give them justice, and I am not going to give her any more of my time at all. You are canceled. You are irrelevant. You will not get another second of my energy. So you guys, before I end this video, I want to remind you guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I still have a goal to meet, and I am still working on my book. I'm going into chapter 11, so that should be completed over the next couple of months. I'm looking forward to you guys reading it, and hopefully I can help somebody with if they've been in that situation, or if they're struggling with that now, or have been with me releasing my book. I do appreciate you guys' support. I do have some upcoming videos coming up. They're going to be a lot of try-on hauls. I think I'm going to do the video and post it tomorrow about the issues that I've been having with some of these vendors. That's what I've actually been waiting on orders to come in. It's been a living nightmare. So you guys, look out for those videos. If you haven't already, turn on the notification bell. It will alert you every time I upload a new video to my channel. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.